domain name extensions, you can use it, but you're just going to have to make sure that you educate your community. That is making sure that you let them know that this is our domain name and this is the correct spelling of it, because if you see .co, sometimes you think that the person left off the M, and so therefore they type in the .com and they're not taken to your website. So just making sure that you're aware of it. But if you can get the .com, of course go ahead and get the .com. If you can't get it, then maybe a .biz will work. A person coming up to that will know that the biz stands for business.
Ray, we have a question. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sure.
I was just going to say, it says, should you use your LLC name or your non-LLC name when creating your domain name?
That's a matter of personal preference and the advice of business legal counsel. So I'm gonna take a stance that most people do not add in their legal entity designation. The only reason I mentioned it was that, say that you wanted to have carpenter.com. Well, that might not be available, or maybe your name is Jones Carpenter Limited Liability Corporation, Jones Carpenter LLC. Well, Jones Carpenter might not be available as a .com, but you really want a .com. Well, you can just make it jonescarpenterllc.com, and that might be available. So it's an option for being able to add that designation to give you as close a representation to your brand as possible. But you might decide that you want jonescarpenter.biz. I don't believe there's from my perspective, there's no requirement for you to have that. But I would certainly talk to business legal counsel if you have a personal feeling about protecting yourself and your brand. So talk to business legal counsel or a copyright or patent attorney who can give you better guidance, competent guidance in that regard. But from my perspective, from a web and mobile strategy perspective, you don't need it. Finally, there is the issue of your email address, which should match your .com, .biz domain name. So if it's yourbusinessname.com, it should be your name, Sally at yourbusinessname.com, or S. Smith. If your name is Sally Smith, it would be S. Smith at yourbusinessname.com. I know that many of you use Gmail accounts and Yahoo accounts and AOL accounts and so on and so forth, but there's a level of professionalism that comes along with having your email address being that of your domain. As well, it sort of removes one of the pieces of information that you have to have on your business card potentially. So some people will just literally have their email address on their business card, and if it's at yourbusinessname.com or .biz or .us, people know that they can just go to that domain after the @ symbol and find your website. So